Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spyro the Dragon with RCDescheneGames here. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get as many new commentators I'd like to have hoped, but instead I have a repeat.
Well, kind of a repeat. I mean, before it was me and Fusen, and now it's just me.
Still, you've commentated before, so it's you. But yes, Timmy T33 Rebirth is once again co-commentating with me, and today we shall yes. Today we shall explore the world of, wait, what's this place called? Yeah, Dry Canyon. As you can
Dark
see,
Canyon, or as I've called it throughout the years, my mother's vagina.
yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear this. Can people hear this on here? Wait a second, I'm not even sure I got this damn thing in right. Wait, yeah, I do. Never mind, so yeah, I thought I had, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but, like, I kinda, I'm not playing the music anymore because, as you all know, every time I do so, it causes ear rape for people, and the music's always overwhelming, and because of that, the emulator that I'm using doesn't really permit, or rather, have proper volume configuration. So, unfortunately, for those of you who like music with your games and LPs, sorry to disappoint.
Um, so we're in a canyon. Are we anywhere near Mexico? Or
Not actually, not necessarily in this canon, but, there actually are a lot of, thief. There are actually a lot of levels in this particular world here that are very Mexican-inspired.
oh, I mean, because I'm just guessing we could either be near Mexico or California. Because if we're near Mexico, we'll start hearing salsa music, and then Spyro might get run over by a car with hydraulics. If we're near California, we'll see a lot of hipsters, and Starbucks will pop up everywhere.
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, you're useful. Yeah, all that guy said was, "Thank you for releasing me."
No, I only looked at that thing for about a split second.
Yeah.
But it looked like he was standing on like two legs. It looked like a yellow person.
A yellow person? Huh.
Or as my family would call it, a Chinese man.
Oh, God. Yeah. And once again, people, sorry to subject you guys to this, but as I keep on saying in my videos, viewer discretion advised. There's gonna be a lot of swearing, there's a lot of obscenities, and yes, sometimes it may get a little racial. I know I've been, of course that's a little bit risky in public displays like this, but what can I do? People are gonna be people, and I can't control them. The least I can control is myself, so...
And even that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like that's controlling myself is a bit of a generous move on my part, I have to say. Oh, come on, I fell off that.
I have never seen that happen. It's like the shine was like on the edge of the thing. It looks so out of place. And he's right, somehow he teleported right up next to it.
Well, rather, I don't know if you've noticed, but he actually kind of like walked all the way back up the steps himself, but still, it's a pretty cool move. Oh, I missed those gems over there. Can't believe I did. Oh, well, I'll glide over there eventually.
Yeah, this definitely looks like Mexico, but there's no hydraulic cars.
Or a particular person by a certain name.
So,
Okay.
I assume this is Mexico before the late 80s, early 90s.
Pretty much.
Incredible glide,
So
Spyro.
I think that's
I
when
thought I'd be stuck here forever.
started using hydraulic
Monster
cars.
standing on my head.
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Pretty tasty. Plain broiled.
With the pinch of salt. Yeah, this guy's kind of a flaming fat ass. Because all he thinks about is food.
I'm not even gonna bring up the obvious joke here because I don't want this video to get flagged.
Why not? One of my other videos I complained about, so you might as well. Oh,
Halo fan eats food!
of course.
Spider-Man Noir fan would say.
Yeah. Public bashing and LP videos.
Speaking of Spider-Man Noir fan, he is kind of a nice guy. He's just really, really weird.
Well, what can I say? Like, but according to Jesus Christ, I can't remember people's names when I'm LPing. Yeah, James. According to James, or Punisher 240, he's maybe known here. Yeah, like according to him, he actually talks about me and you and Fusen more. Well, I don't know if it's Fusen, but he talks about me and you and other people like more than, you know, even James does.
I know he talks about you a lot. He always says a lazy welfare rat, and I don't know what he says about me. I'd actually like to know.
I don't know.
Because then I won't feel as bad when I make fun of him in my comic.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, wait. Oh, man, come on. Blech. Yeah. I don't know, you have to Punisher yourself, but...
Wait a minute. Those shields look like they belong in the grill of some greasy Mexican.
It's greasy Mexican?
Yeah, you know the shiny mouthpieces the rappers put on.
Well, that's probably why there aren't any cars in this level, because all those Norks took their grids and like grills and stuff like that. Yeah, guys. I'm sorry, but it's like when I'm with people, I tend to get very devious, and I just screwed that up.
Oh, well, if you screwed that up, that means you hate Lewis.
Yep.
Why? Why do you hate Lewis?
I don't know. Well, who doesn't hate Lewis? So yeah, guys, it's like well, the last time like we asked this question, not many people responded, you know, saying why they really hated Lewis, except maybe a couple people. So I guess a lot of people don't really hate Lewis after all.
Well, I mean, he is the gayest gamer in the universe, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gay Mexicans out there. So maybe the people that didn't respond that watched this video are one of Lewis's many jaded lovers.
Maybe. Let's see. No, I'm really liking those pink clouds. You know, back when I was younger, my father and I used to look, especially on like summer evenings, we used to look up at the clouds, and it was like, and they'd be pink, and we used to call them cotton candy clouds.
Oh, that actually does kind of look like cotton candy. There's actually something I've been thinking about. I used to have like nightmares a lot about being in a video game and falling down one of those bottomless pits.
Oh, Jesus, yes. No, do you know what really creeps me out with video games? Is like when you actually go through like the graphics, like the solid parts of the games, and you're like in like the void of like the background, and it's like, you know, you're not supposed to be in that area, and it's like, ugh. It's like,
yeah, that always really scared the shit out of me. But now, Robert, if we end up talking about this for too long, would you mind making this a little bit longer, just so I can say this?
What?
There was a game that I used to play when I was a kid called Rocket Robot on Wheels, which is made by Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
And in the basic point of the game was you're a robot, and you were made by a guy named Dr. Gavin, and your purpose was to keep this theme park in check. You know, make sure all the rides are working and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this evil squirrel that the doctor keeps, is one of the mascots for the park, gets loose and decides to kidnap the other mascot called Wally the Walrus.
Okay.
And
that's Purple Jam.
Well, yeah, that's basically the plot. But the entrance to the park, which the park is actually kind of in space.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually a way where you can jump out of the lobby and just sit there and float in space forever. And I often used to have nightmares about that.
Ugh, who wouldn't? Let's see. Oh, I gotta find a couple more gems. So yeah, we'll have some talking space because I need to run around the level and find out what gems I missed now. So by all means, yammer on.
And I think if you do it right, you can center yourself up with the little spaceship that you start out in when you're watching the intro scene and run into it.
Oh, by the way, it's like do you know what really scared the crap out of me when I was young, and it still does to this day?
What?
The Echo games. Echo the Dolphin.
That game sounds familiar. I didn't play.
Okay. It's that game with that, you know, with that dolphin and the creepy music, and it's like, ugh. That crap always gave me nightmares when I was young.
I don't remember the music, but I do remember the game.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. And like, well, that in itself, and the story itself was kind of like, you know, like nerve shaking, because I'll put it this way: the game was ahead of its time, because it's pretty much talks about like the whole New Age idea that, you know, humans will die off and dolphins will save the world, and it's yeah. Come on, where the hell are you? Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about the original Spyro game. It's like Sparks, you know, doesn't have that. Oh, there it is. Oh, there they are. Sparks doesn't have that ability to point out leftover gems that are hanging around, and it is in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, you know, you get that ability automatically, but in Spyro...
You really gotta do that one after this one. That game was fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
Let's see, there we go. Booyah, 400 gems. Yep, Dry Canyon, complete, 440 gems, 4 to 4 dragons, 1 dragon egg, 1,600 treasure, 23 dragons, and 21%. Right. Now let me scoot over to the thing. Oh, lag. Every episode there's lag.
You know what? One thing that really scared the crap out of me, and would actually make it very creepypasta.
What?
Sometimes when I played a game, and this usually only happened with Nintendo 64, but sometimes when I played a game, the game would sometimes freeze and show a part of a cutscene, and sometimes it was from cutscenes that I don't ever remember seeing.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to keep this conversation going, but as you can see, coming up next is the glorious world of Clifton, or Clifftown, as I like to call it. That's what it's called. And Spyro is, you know, getting antsy. I know, I'm getting in there, so... Within here, I shall... Oh, yeah, lag. And within there, I shall... Ooh, more cotton candy clouds. And within there, I shall conclude this video and bid you and Timmy333 adieu. Oh.
Fairly swell.
Oh, what's that? What's that in the distance?
Oh, the bad cooking blade.
Yep. So yeah, next time you see this guy's episode, I'm gonna have a very, very, very special guest, one who you haven't seen before, and one who is very close to my heart. So with that,
and your arteries,
and my arteries as well. That in itself is a hint for you. So with that, I'm going to conclude this episode and bid you all adieu. This has been RCDescheneGames, and I shall see you later. Ta motherfucking ta.